Hello everybody, Jamie here from FM Scout. In today's video, we are going to be looking at FM20 Tycoons. Now, of course, everyone knows what a tycoon is, hopefully. If you don't, it's when a chairman takes over your club and pumps in lots and lots and lots of money for the next few years. Basically, Manchester City in the real life of football. But before we start this video, I just want to say thank you to all you guys that continuously watch the videos. You know, we've just hit 60,000 subscribers, so that is an absolute crazy achievement. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. I just want to say, if you guys have got any ideas for any experiments, any guides, any tips, any play videos, please drop them in the comments below. That would be massively appreciated. I've got a list going at the minute for the next few months, but I do want to add more. So if you guys want anything on this channel, anything like this, anything like anything, just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit how this works. These are all natural tycoons, so it means that no editor was involved whatsoever. No FM Scout editor, no in-game editor, no external editors, nothing like that was involved. It just involved a lot of holidaying by me and Mug and looking through the teams to see who had the tycoons. Now, these saves are only a max of 2 years in. So the way you can obviously find out if you've got a tycoon is if you go to your club, go to your history, and then go to your landmarks. You'll see that it'll tell you your new chairman has taken over as a tycoon. Now, normally you would see this if any chairman takes over, but it just says consortium or promotion within or something like that. If you guys could watch this video the whole way through, that would be massively appreciated. Some really, really interesting teams. So honestly, we'll delve quite into a bit of detail. So if you guys could watch this the entire video, that would be amazing. Another little note as well is you guys, when you join this save, of course it will say my name at the top. The only thing you need to do is retire and make a new manager at the club. And also, I have made it so the database isn't that big. So based on your computer and stuff, as you can see, there's only 37,000 players loaded. You can go and add more leagues, or you can remove leagues if you need it. But this is kind of for the generic people who's not got the best computers, but you can run this save. So yeah, you can add leagues as you go through, and it will add more players and stuff like that. But yeah, the first one, of course, is on the screen. Arsenal have been taken over by Fawaz Aman Mohammed. And these saves are all available. I probably forgot to mention that. These saves are available to download. So this is for, you know, it's this time of year on FM where you're kind of looking for a new save. And yeah, give it a go. Like, this, they haven't really done much in terms of transfers and stuff. You've got a chairman who's going to pump you a lot of money in every year. Of course, it's not going to be like unlimited money. They will eventually stop, but it's your mission to try and bring in the best team possible and the youth and the facilities upgraded while you have got that money, and then go from there. But yeah, the chairman Fawaz Mohammed takes over. Let's have a little look where he's from. We go to your all and then go to job. You'll see a managing director. So it's from Qatar. So yeah, the chairman takes over. He's got a lot of money. But if we quickly look at the bank balance, you'll see that they've got 56 million transfer budget, 275,000 wage budget, which is kind of, you know, it doesn't look much different, but when you look at the balance, you'll see 153 million pound in the bank, which is, I believe, quite high for Arsenal. They have had a profit of 113 million this year, which only tells me one thing. The chairman has pumped in roughly a lot of money. If we can somehow figure this out, you might be able to see it. So if you go, there you go. So sponsorship has come in this month at 110. That can't be right. When did the chairman take over, actually? Bear with me. Surely Arsenal don't make 110 million from sponsorships. That cannot be right, right? Bear with. The 10th of July, 2020. So, no, they really make 110 million from sponsorships? That's kind of shocked me. That seems extremely high. Please let me know in the comments if that is correct, because that seems a ridiculous amount. But I'm trying to figure out, I don't think we're going to be able to see it, where the chairman took over, sadly. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see it, because obviously this is kind of going on this season, last season. But yeah, Arsenal have had a takeover. Like I say, nothing was involved, so your chance to obviously give them a go, see what you can do with them. But yeah, that is Arsenal taking over. £153 million in the bank. Can you carry on? We probably want to look at the league table, right, at the past winners. So you can see Arsenal have kind of been nowhere near. 2 years ago, there was third place, but apart from that, not really done anything. Let's quickly look at one more thing. I just want to look at their transfers. Because the chairman did take over like 2 years ago. So they made no transfers this season, of course. Last season, they only spent 15 million. The season before that, 1.7. So you can see the difference with the new chairman coming in. So yeah, give it a go. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, we are moving on to Sporting Gijon, and this one is really interesting. I really like the look of this, and I might even do this myself offline. The Sporting Gijon have been taken over, and if we look at who they've been taken over by, if we go into the landmarks, so 30th of May, 2020, Jason Gonzalez, probably American, has taken over as a Tycoon. Let's have a little look whereabouts in the world he is from. We go to the staff. Chairman Jason Gonzalez, along with a director of Jose Luis Garcia. So they, I don't know, it's hard to tell if they are pumping money in, but we know when you look, they've got 9 million to spend. Again, I'm not entirely sure how much these type of teams get on a daily basis or on a season basis. So he took over on the 30th of May 2020, which was last season. Can we see anything regarding any kind of income? Of course, that's sponsorships, investments. So you can see the chairman must have pumped in 16 million this month, maybe, to raise up. I'm not sure. We can't really see much from last season, so it's quite hard to see. But of course, it is a Tycoon. A Tycoon means one thing. They will keep pumping money in until they get to where they want to be. And of course, the most interesting thing about this save is that they've been relegated. So you're going to start your season next year in the second tier of Spain. And eventually the mission is to try and get up to the top with Barcelona, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. And you will have the money to do that. That's the main thing about this save. You know, you've got 53 million in the bank and you're getting relegated to tier 2. So you've got a lot of money to play with. You've got the whole squad to return around. Very exciting save. I don't think they've done that many transfers. Let's have a little look. I mean, of course, you've got a few players going out as well. If we quickly look at the transfer history. So they did spend 17 million this year, which, you know, is pretty crazy for a team like this. You know, putting a few good players as well. Season before, of course, they didn't have the takeover at this point. But yeah, they did spend 17 million. You can see the difference right there. But of course, they have got relegated. So a very exciting save. Let me know in the comments if you plan on giving this a go. I'm definitely going to try this in offline save. And we go to Italy now. Fiorentina have had a Tycoon takeover. They have 26 million in the bank, 11 million transfer budget. I think this is a fairly recent takeover. So, of course, the money hasn't gone straight in just yet. If we quickly look at the club and go to landmarks, so you can see the 10th of July 2020, literally just under a year ago, Yohei Kishimoto, maybe Japanese, takes over. Let's have a little look where in the world the guy's from. Yeah, Japanese takeover. We can't really see much on the finances, though, in terms of the income. It doesn't really give us anything. Only really sponsorship and stuff like that. So if we, I mean, I don't think they've got no loans. I don't know if they had a loan in the first place. In terms of their transfers, they've done nothing this season. They spent 55 million last year, so they did spend a lot of money, and I don't know if that is what generally Fiorentina kind of spend. Really, you have to let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's Fiorentina. You can see taking over 11 million to spend though, so you haven't got a massive amount. In terms of, I can't see the league, but in terms of the last 2 years, so obviously they didn't finish third, second, or first. Napoli and Juventus, of course, as you'd expect. But yeah, that is basically Fiorentina with a Tycoon. The question is, can you compete with the likes of Juventus and teams like that? So, like I say, you haven't got much to go with this season, but in terms of the squad, you know, you've still got some very, very good players. Chizzy is still there as well. So you've got some good players to go with here. I mean, he is wanted, of course, by Man United and PSG, so maybe an option to sell him and bring a lot more players in. But I don't know if you need to. Like I say, you've got a Tycoon now. You've got the money coming in every season, and you guys need to update me if you do these saves, because I'm really intrigued to see if you do go ahead with these. But let's move on to the next. The next one I find really interesting is PAOK in Greece. Now, I've never had a Greek Tycoon, first and foremost, when I've done these series, so I was really excited to see this. So, PAOK in Greece, 30 million in the bank. Now, that seems very high. I know that I've got a lot of Greek followers. Does PAOK generally have 30 million to spend? Because that seems a bit high for me, which is obviously what a Tycoon is. This is the whole point of the video. It's good to see little things like this. 30 million in the bank as well. The chairman that took over, let's have a little look. So if we go to history and landmarks, Mohamed Abdullah Tycoon, 10th of July 2020. So a lot of these seem to be in July 2020, which is strange. But if we go and have a quick look at I'm assuming it's from Qatar as well. We go to all. So yeah, United Arab Emirates. I couldn't even say that then. So yeah, Mohamed Abdullah takes over. You've also got a Russian as well. You've got 2 chairmans. Is that normal? That seems strange as well. I've never seen that before. So there's a few things happening that I've never seen before. But yeah, you can see he took over. And if we go to... I mean, it's not a bad thing having 2 chairmans, right? Surely. But yeah, if we go to, obviously, the last transfers they've made. Have they made any transfers? Obviously, they had money last season. They spent 5 million. Of course, the aim for these would be to try and compete in the Champions League. Because not often you see a Greek team get far in the Champions League. So that would be the aim, to obviously dominate Greek Super League. In terms of the past winners, they did win the league in 18-19, and they've been runner-up the last 2 years to Olympiacos and Panathinaikos. So it's going to be a very interesting save. You've got a lot of money to spend, but of course, you need to build the rep up. You need to start doing well in the Champions League and stuff like that. But this is a really interesting save, another save that I really want to do. But let's move on to the final one. And the final one is AC Milan. So AC Milan have been taken over. And you can see they've got 72 million to spend with 350,000 in the wages, 113 million pound in the bank, which is crazy. For an Italian team, it is absolutely crazy. If we go to their transfers, they've not done anything this season, of course, but last season they spent 179 million. Now that is really high, right? That is extremely high. So this guy, whoever's at AC Milan, is pumping a ton of money in, because they've still got 72 million to spend and 130 million in the bank. So yeah, he is pumping a lot of money in, whoever this guy is. We go to the landmarks. Kim Joon-ki, I'm assuming it's a South Korean. Tycoon. Let's go to the staff. If we look at the chairman, yeah, it's South Korean. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. You could definitely dominate world football with this type of money. You could easily compete with the English teams. If we go to this, you can see Milan didn't even they must have finished 4th or 5th in the last season, which is, again, crazy. But yeah, that's the end to the video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you do want to see more of this and more of these saves, I will be doing it once a month, so let me know in the comments if you did like it. And I will see you all in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That will be massively appreciated, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.